My name is Sam Hyde. I'm the president at Circle Surrogacy and one of the owners of the agency. I spend most of my time meeting with intended parents at the start of their journey and helping be an advocate for everything that I think is great about surrogacy in the United States. I think Men Having Babies provides a really important role within our community, right? This is a very complex journey. It's a very emotional journey. It can sometimes be a very long journey. I chose to work in the family building industry because when I started my family, my wife and I struggled for many years to get started. And we went through a whole variety of infertility treatments before we were able to have success. I now have 3 kids, 7 years old, 5 years old, and 2 years old, with the help of IVF. And when the opportunity arose to help other parents through a journey and go through the same struggles that I did and have success at the end of the road, it was a natural opportunity for me to jump out. You can do the egg donor journey while you're waiting that 5 or 6 month period. So the egg donor journey is going to take 3 or 4 months. So you can run those processes at the same time. Circle Surrogacy and Egg Donation and Ron have had a long history together and have worked closely together for many years. And so when the opportunity to join the advisory committee came about, it was a natural extension of the work we've tried to do in the community. We're big believers in helping parents from all walks of life access surrogacy, and Men Having Babies is a great avenue for us to do that. I think the hardest part of the surrogacy process and the egg donation process is dealing with the ambiguity of it all. This is an incredibly complex process with many different roads to success. And I think sometimes it's very difficult to deal with all the different eventualities that could come about, especially since most of our intended parents are used to having the ability to dictate their way of life. They've created a life that they love for themselves. And so oftentimes the ambiguity and complexity that arises in a surrogacy and egg donation journey is difficult to deal with. The difference in cost, usually what we see is for donor compensation specifically, comes from 2 variables. One, if they've donated in the past, and if they've been successful at donating in the past. So if they have successfully donated and those donations have resulted in pregnancies. My biggest piece of advice is start as soon as you can. This process is a long process. It is a complex process. And so as soon as you're ready, jump in the pool. Go out and talk to a lot of agencies and a lot of IVF clinics and do your research and make sure you make an informed choice about the right partner for you. The right agency for your friend might not be the right agency for you. And you want to make sure you're really doing your research and getting started as soon as you possibly can.